These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Goldilocks article, quote, Vietnam's exports surged 42% in January. Uh, Vietnam's exports reached nearly US 33.6 billion in January, a 42% surge over the same period last year and the highest level since April 2022. The increase in their goods and services will begin to increase price pressures on their currency to meet these demands through digitized payment systems. All right, Frank 26 says, in my opinion, when you see the prices in the Iraqi market start to drop, get excited. Militiaman says the 2024 World Global Summit article, quote, Al-Sudani cancels his visit to the Emirates and apologizes for it. Militiaman says, why did he cancel? Why did he not go to a World Global Summit? All the other countries, 180, are all there. Sudani didn't show up. There's got to be a very important reason why he didn't. There's an article, quote, the Minister of Finance participates in the session of the World Government Summit in Dubai. Militiaman says, and Sudani didn't go. He stayed home. He talked about his borders, armed forces, his people. Why? He had to apologize for not making it. There has to be a very good reason, I would think. We're going to find out what that reason is. Pimpy says, I want to make myself perfectly clear. Deletion of the zeros, lopping, or redenomination are all the same thing. All they're doing is changing the face of the banknotes. That's it. An increase or decrease of the Iraqi dinar against other foreign currencies is a change in the exchange rate. That's different. Mark Z via PDK says we got another bank story overnight from a wealth manager who is reaching out to clients saying it is time to get everything prepared. Mark Z says he means to get currency together and make certain they have IDs updated if needed. He says they are at any moment now, and Mark Z says to me, it is really encouraging as a lot of these stories are from bank personnel who used to say it's a scam, don't do it when asked about foreign currency. Now they're telling me you're right all along, get prepared. We will not know the exact timing or when until it actually happens, but now they're openly preparing many of their clients. We are hearing more and more repeat stories about this, but being leaned on hard to not share details right now. All right, in the Guru Fnu Lu, some opine that there is no such thing. I'm not sure if that means some opinion, but some opinion that there's no such thing as a redemption center, while others claim to be in contact with such centers and their personnel. What they, the redemption centers, are is a simple solution to a simple problem. Many of the large banks and heavily populated urban centers were concerned about having the dinar traffic clog their lobbies at exchange time. The solution is to have a separate off-premises specialized exchange center complete with Deliveroo computer in the most populated city in each of the 10 federal regions. I haven't been informed of any changes. Frank 26 Iraq Boots on the Ground report, Firefly. A guy comes on TV, talks to us about how the end of the United Nations mission official has removed all sanctions from Iraq. All right, Nader from the Mideast says some people come out and go and say, hey, the dinar is going to be $7, $8. Nader says BS like that. Nader says, I don't know where they get that information from. If it goes one to one, I'll be happy. The second thing, when they come out and go, the back screens, what back screens? Nader says, why are you not showing the back screens? Who's telling you about the back screens? Other people go, Iraq, the exchange rate is internal and external. What are you saying? It's crazy. You know they're not going to come out and say we're going to change the exchange rate, but only in Iraq. Then banks, the numbers doesn't work like that. It doesn't work at $7, $8, $11. Be reasonable. $2.80 or $3.50 maximum like it used to be. All right, Sandy Ingram says the International Monetary Fund has consistently recommended Iraq develop additional streams of income outside of the oil industry. Iraq holds a significant amount of the world's history within its borders. What is needed is security and safety for travelers. Once safety issues are addressed and the Euphrates and Tigris rivers are flowing again, there will be substantial annual revenue to help boost Iraq's GDP. Militiaman says, releasing them from Chapter 7. It's phenomenal to see. In 2012, we thought this was over because the UN released them from specific things, but they never released them from everything. They needed to do something. Now, the push in the World Bank, the 7 largest entities in the world, are pushing them. The UN's giving them kudos, basically stated it's time Sudani to ask the UN to do this. All right, Pimpy, question, what is needed for this investment to be profitable? Pimpy says, what we need for this investment to be profitable, we need them to get back on Forex. We need them to be part of the World Trade Organization. We need them to change the exchange rate without lopping off the zeros first. Frank26 says they're going to reinstate it at $3.22, but that was 20 years ago. You think that's fair? No. Frank says, especially for the citizens of Iraq. Why do you think they've kept it at $13.10? You wanted $1,200 or $1,000, right? If I was a CBI, I would have locked it at $13.10 in place because I would much rather come out at $1.30 or something in that range than just $1. It's been 20 years. Lastly, I have Mark Z via PDK who says, once again, I'm going to report we are being leaned on to not talk about redemption stuff, especially from banks who we expect to handle transactions and redemptions. They said they really need everyone to stay quiet right now. There's a whole lot I would like to say, but right now it would be ill-advised. Just know that I am very happy and content about timing, and yes, I think it is soon.